Hello and welcome back. This is Joseph Johns. We solved some of the technical issues that were caused. Not only was I had to restart my computer, but there were several defaults I had to restore that were disabled, that were tripping me up, that I normally use. So, let's get down to business here. So, as we were talking about, this is a color change, and I can demonstrate to you much easier now that I have the defaults fixed and restored. So, this is a shoot I did in 2020 of Clara Huntley Turner. This is her original. She's in red. She's got red balloons. Now, this whole thing was red themed with the models. So, that was the whole concept. But let's imagine I want to change colors and change the entire theme. Well, this is one other one I did right here. As you see, now she's in pink. And it's just about a seamless transformation, and it really doesn't take that long to do with the right technology. So, I'm going to open in Photoshop CSS, and we're going to show you some cool stuff. I'm going to use the Quick Select tool to highlight her romper and her balloons. And then we're going to put them anew later, and I'm going to show you some other cool stuff. So, barring a technical difficulty or a freeze up, here we go. We're going to start by highlighting her dress. Make sure it's got the magnifying tool on right now. There we go. Basically, I got it, and it looks like the dress is almost seamlessly selected, but let's make sure it's seamlessly selected before we add to any selection. So you got back here, you're missing some details, so you're going to have to fill that in. I had the wrong tool on those. That would deselect it. Deselect is probably one we're going to use a little bit of too, though. And if you're tuning in, feel free to chime in and leave a comment. I'm watching the comment feed, which is displayed on my phone. That's hooked up to this. Alright, we're going to try. I'm trying to spare her hair from the selection as much as possible. Really, it's little details like that nobody's hardly going to notice, which is not too bad, considering the full product. But there are some things I noticed, not a lot noticed right there, like the little seams on the edge. There's a little bit of red missing right there, and we're going to take care of that and nullify those discrepancies. Now, I'm going to scroll up. Looks like I got her dress highlighted. We're going to add to the selection. And this time, we're going to add the balloons. Now, honestly, if I wanted the dress to be a different color than the balloons, I could just leave the balloons out of this one. And, open for selection. In fact, you know what? Let's make this an adjustment layer right here. Alright. Now we're going to go back to our original. And then, I'm going to do one for the balloons. They're going to be on two separate layers. This is pretty cool. Now, honestly, if I wanted the dress and the balloons to be the same color, it'd be much easier just to put them all in the same layer. But, this is the best way I know to do things. There might be someone who knows a better way. But, because the post got a lot of attention when I posted it, I kind of want to share my technique, just to show some people how I do things. Alright, so we're selecting the balloons, and now you see how it is. We got a lot of edges right here. You see this there. You do not want the bricks in here with the balloons. You want the bricks separate, because the goal is not, or at least my goal anyway, is not to change the color of the bricks. It's to change the color of the balloons only. So we're going to go around the edges here. And this can be a tedious job right here, but I'm trying not to turn up the tolerance too high in the quick select tool that it accidentally deselects something that I won't select it, because it can be like a game of whack-a-mole at that point. Now the quick select tool is better than the magic wand tool for this, and I wholly prefer it. but you're going to be nibbling either way. So sometimes this takes longer. Fortunately, this is not as complex of an edit, you know, as someone would imagine. Another good reason for maybe doing the balloons in a different layer than the dress is the fact that the balloons have a shine to them that the dress doesn't. So that can also, you can put them on different hues easier. So we're going to nibble at the edge of this balloon right here. And it's almost seamless, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it on your screen, but it's... Oh yeah, I like it when that happens. That worked out just perfectly. There's a little piece right here we're missing. If you prefer me to zoom in, you can let me know. I'm going to go up here now, and we're going to see what else. Okay, we got some of the bricks selected out here as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to nibble around the edge of that. My tolerance is, by the way, it's on 16. So it's not really that high, not really that low. Maybe I could get it quicker results if I turn it up higher. Okay, we got some of the balloon there. So there we go. That's almost seamless. There's one little piece out here that I just noticed. And then we got the top of the hearts up here that need to go in. We'll turn that inwards there. Honestly, this isn't really too hard once you learn how to do it. And we're going to go to the edge right there. That's where they fill the balloons up with the air. There's still some shadow on the brick. So I'm trying to get this as seamless as possible. There's a spot right there. We got that one out of the way. Then I'm going to select the middle. And it looks like it did a little too much there. So in this case, we're going to turn the tolerance down a bit because that black shadow is going to be a little tough on us. I'm going to start right there at the seam. And I'm just going to build me a little line around that area. The barcode, the sales barcode on the balloon needs to be excluded. There we go. So we're going to go down a little bit further. I'm trying not to... See, this is what happens when you move too fast. You want the entire balloon included, but you don't want any of these bricks and shadows included. Because you don't want them changing color with the balloon when you do the selection. Alright, I've just about got my balloons selected. Well, her balloons. I just want to check and see if there's any more seams I missed right here. We got that at the top. We got a little bit of the balloon exposed on the outer edge. And we're going to slide down. There's a little nook right here that needs to be taken out. Yeah. But that's all going good. Now we're ready to make a layer out of this. And we're going to put a layer via copy. Alright, so this is where we see the results, alright? So I'm going to zoom out. And right now, we're in layer number 2. Layer number 2 is the balloons. So, let's do some funny adjustments here. Let's go to your hue and saturations. Alright, so I'm going to put it on colorize. Alright, you can see it's already changed the balloons to kind of a greenish color. So, as you can see, you can change them to, I got a purple tint right there. And as you can see, and if you look at the corner of your screen, you can see I'm adjusting the slider. That's all I'm doing is adjusting the slider for saturation. Now, I'm going to turn off colorize. Actually, I like this better. You know what? What color do we want to do first? Let's turn her gold. Yeah, let's turn her gold. Alright, we're going to turn the balloons gold right there. And I'm going to save it that way in the layer. And then we're going to go into this layer, which is the dress. And I'm going to put hue and saturation. You already seen her in pink, so let's do something different. We want her dress to be kind of a goldish color here. And here you are, you have her in gold now. So that's pretty simple. And then the one that I really haven't been able to perfect too much yet, and I've been trying to get better at this. You can adjust. Let me adjust the hue and saturations again. We're gonna turn. See, that's turning her dress yellow. You don't want to lose too much of your detail when you're doing this, by the way. Like the seams in her dress or something. Like here she is in blue. There she is in a more cyan style color, which is like a light blue. But the challenges come when you want to turn something black or white. So here we go. We put her in like a gray there. We're trying to make this like she's got a black dress on. It's a little bit tougher, but as you can see, I did it, and the seams are almost seamless, which is pretty good. Of course, now you can see where I missed some detail, which with the selection, it sticks out much more. You can see the red trim, so that's where I would go and clone over that afterwards. If provisionally this is what I want to do, I would clone out that red detail. Then I want to turn her, and this is where I always seem to have the most issues, is turning it white. You don't want to turn up the saturation. White's a little bit more challenging of a color. I got more of a gray right there. So let's try the colorize menu and see what we get here. And see, this is what you don't want to do. You don't want to turn that up all the way, because that's going to make that ugly. You really don't want to turn that up too much. If you turn it up too much, you're going to lose detail. So I can get gray on here easily. But let's turn this back to normal saturation, which is about 50. And we got her back to gold. So I'm going to cancel all those changes right there for now. So it's like a gold or an orange color. Depends on what your monitor looks like here. We're going to do something else with the balloons here. And I want to hue and saturations. Let me see. I'm just trying to think what I want to do. We want to turn it maybe a green color. I'm going to leave it like that for now. So now the balloons are green. And let's see what we want our dress to be when I tinker with it. See, this is a fun trick right here. Very fun trick. I'll turn her dress back to red. Look at that. We got a Christmas theme going on here. Yeah. And if I really wanted to delve into something, I could have turned each individual balloon a different color, but that's a little tougher to demonstrate on live video. So we turned the dress back to red there. Let's see what else. This blue. I'm trying to find the green. And the green hue is... here's the green hue again. But I don't like how loud the green is on this one. Well, we don't want to desaturate it. Okay. We're going to turn down the lightness. I kind of like that version better, because it looks pretty cool, but let's see if we can't get a... I'm trying to get that darker green right now. And we're trying to do this without losing any detail right here. Yes, there we go. That's pretty good right there. You don't lose any detail in doing so. Now, let's see if we want to get a more emo look. So, I'm going to turn the saturation off completely. And we're going to turn her dress black. And then, for good measure, we're going to turn her balloons black as well. And like I said, any little red outline there can be chewed up quickly by the clone stamp. if you're a perfectionist, you're on a serious one like I am, sometimes I'll do that. But I try to get as much selected in there as possible. So here we go. We got the darker theme going on now. And you notice I want to keep it where the seams and the balloons are still visible. Because you don't want to do something stupid like turn it down all the way and then it looks like something in MS Paint. No. So keeping it neutral there on the lightness and down on the saturation is pretty good. You don't want to do anything too radical. So you got her in the black dress with the black balloons there. But I just want to go back to the fall, so zero on saturation. And honestly, you know, that black dress goes with just about any color you put the balloons in. I kind of like that purple and that little violet right there. You know, guess what? I got to do this. That violet actually looks pretty good on her. So let's we'll go back to our colorize, and we're gonna turn this thing. We're gonna turn this dress violet. And honestly, I'm kind of liking the violet theme better than I did the pink theme I did with her. So this is how I can change the colors of your clothes. And as you see, we missed some spots with the quick select, which is not always perfect. You see this little red patch right here. That can be cloned over. This entire red seam, this little red line, that can be cloned over in a hurry. And I'm gonna demonstrate how. Let me turn this down. This is the clone stamp. That's the biggest, most obvious one we have right now, is that little red patch right here on the back. So, and we try not to do it where the detail is noticeable or any patching or anything. So, but that is a pretty good example. This is not my most perfect example. It's kind of impossible to be perfect when you're doing a live stream, but I try to get as close to it as possible. Another thing I want to check, and of course, she had a perfect acne-free face, so I can't really demonstrate on you how I can remove pimples. She didn't really smile with her teeth, so I can't really demonstrate my whitening skills or nothing. But I got those two. I'm just trying to see what else I can demonstrate in this video before I shut down. But this is the photo from Clara Huntley Turner, and you've seen the many things I could do with it. I'm liking that purple theme, by the way. Now I'm kind of wishing I did the photo shooting in that little violet purple, because I don't know, it just pops. But the red was great too. So, and then once you're done, you just merge the background down, and voila, that is the result. So you merge that down, you save that, you can get, and then you can do whatever you want with it from there. As I said, if I had the time to demonstrate, I would go ahead and clone out all this red right here. But I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit here online and watch me just skate over him real red streaks. So I think you get the drift, though. If this was if this is a serious client, I would go to those links, most definitely. So here you go. All right, folks. Well, I want to make this a habit in the future to have these live streams. Maybe even have people send me photos to edit, and I can do it live. You know, maybe do it in exchange for stars in the future. You know, or many other things. With my YouTube page, well, my Facebook page recently monetized, I might kind of want to do this more often. You know, just have fun. You know, just about anything. So, I'm going to now shut this live stream down, But if you have any questions, compliments, please leave them there and let me know. So, as soon as this thing will let me sign off, this is Joseph Johns signing out. Jeez. I should have X'd this one out by now. Alrighty, and we were live for 19 minutes. Don't want to do that. That's going to look like crap.